Alright guys, we're back. We didn't end up getting any more work done yesterday, got away from me. But we're gonna get some done today off and on. I got a turkey thawing, obviously. I'm gonna need to throw it in the oven here in a little bit, but we're gonna see how much work we can get done towards pulling in the main menu from the other project, um, and then trying to basically replicate it. I can actually show that also really fast. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. I'm still waking up a little bit too, so I'm gonna be a little bit slow for 20-30 minutes so my brain gets fired up. I got the coffee in the system, but it hasn't landed yet. Come on. Okay, there we go. The window capture, real, project 2, sure why not. Select a window for it. Should be this one. Why is it white? Weird. Oh well, either way, you can see it. Okay, uh, let me fix some of this. Close enough. Um, and none of these matter. Okay, so on this one, effectively, it's our main menu, which we're going to be pulling over. Uh, it's all functional and everything. We want to try to replicate this, but with the new character skins. This is our little guardian spirit. It offers light for the player. It's kind of like a lantern, but also, like your narrator, your guide, and whatnot. Uh, Let me drag this window out a bit. Recenter. There we go. Okay. So these are the Vroid models I was talking about. They're not bad. They actually look pretty good, but again, they're a little bit more animate. We go for something a little bit more stylistic. We're probably not going to keep any of these textures either. These are from like a free pack I had got from the marketplace when it was free for that month. Um, anyway, the hair color stuff generally it works. I'm basically just tinting uh, the material or something like that. I set up like a multiply blend on a custom material or something for this with a few tweaks to the textures, eye color works, skin tone, uh, hair color. That way you could get like some darker shades. Get the black, obviously, more vibrant. Eye color, same thing. The best way I could accommodate like the full range of colors because the way I was doing with the tint wasn't exactly perfect. I did export out white hair, gray eyes to make it better, but uh, it still wasn't. It was like ideal is just straight out setting the values and having it your way. But I got it working anyway. Guardian color was an Niagara effect that Mike created. You're gonna see a lot of those. Uh, as soon as I switch a color, you'll see the particles change color on the Guardian. And then we have a bunch of different masks. These are going to be they're not really relevant. They don't have any like stats or anything to them. They're just aesthetic. But it's just like something your Guardian kind of like carries, and you'll be able to find them out in the world and swap them to kind of fit your own style. These are just kind of some base masks we got. A lot of the meshes, no, I think all of the meshes are off meshy. Um, we didn't like hand model any of those; they were AI generated. As I mentioned, we do use that. Uh, but yeah, we're gonna offer a lot more. That's our base offering. So the companion, I'm pretty much pulling over exactly. We're gonna migrate the Niagara effect and hope to hell that it doesn't break, because Niagara effects have a weird habit of breaking when you migrate them from project to project. But we're gonna hope it doesn't break this time. Uh, but let's just do test run, and I'll show you. We got a lot. This project had a lot going on it. I can create a new world, and all of the saving and loading for the worlds and characters and everything is working. So we're going to try to salvage as much of that code. It's in Blueprints. We'll have to recreate it in C++, but we could use the logic I've laid out at least. Ooh, I'm getting attacked already. Oh, I would. I would spawn right near, dude. Yeah, so like you can spawn in the world, you could run around. We had digging. We got the voxel plugin in. You can see our loop beams. Like if I let him go for a while, this dude's gonna mess me up. Do I have an attack? I do have an attack. Oop, I'm dead. Oh well, I'll get him. Lighting is weird on this one. It's gonna be better in the new project. I think the one is the models. The new models are already built better for better lighting. Shoot it, dodge, and go. You see the weird hitbox like that because I was working on AoE attacks, which is what that is. We have melee attacks, we have projectile attacks, we have AoE attacks already in. Uh, you can collect grass, dirt. You'll get dirt as you go. You can see I've already started to collect some. If I go get my body over here, it should have all my stuff on it. Crap. There we go. So then I can craft out a grass rope. I need wood. He's gonna shoot me again. That's a melee guy. We also, another thing with the refactor that I want to do, it's not just move to C++, I want to switch to using GAS, the game playability system. I had built out all of these systems myself. They worked fine, don't get me wrong. I probably use a lot of parallel concepts that I'm going to find with the GAS plugin, but the GAS plugin has some multiplayer bits to it that were going to be difficult to design that I had not yet approached. Um, and basically refactoring everything that I've done into GAS just for those bits would probably save me more time than me trying to lay out those bits. It has like a prediction analysis. I haven't worked with multiplayer at all yet. I've worked with socket servers before. I understand the concept. I know a lot of the best practices and stuff like that. But I haven't worked with it in like Unreal or this like complexity of an environment. I generally get the concept of replication. I generally understand where I'm going to need to enable that and like all the places it's going to be a concern. But actually handling those concerns is going to be a journey. So if switching to that plugin takes off a chunk of that for me, then great. Basically, this is our first biome. It's all we have in so far. The trees all procedurally generate. Let me get some wood from this tree. Oh yeah, it's dark. The lighting is really bad in this project. We haven't figured that out yet, but really, I guess that was my fault. I don't remember where I was at. Where's my stuff? Oof. There's more tree roots over there. It will turn dark eventually, and when it turns dark, it definitely gets more dangerous. I feel like my stuff was up over this ridge somewhere. I should see the loot beams at some point. There it is. Get some of my stuff in bail. Oh, that's a turret anyway. He can't hit me if I move away. He's stationary. Nope, but that guy can. I'll show you the stats and everything are working too. I'll show you crafting in a second. Let me just get the aggro off me. Oh, there we go. Yep, okay, so get the build tools, equip them. Then I can make like a wooden shield, sword, helmet. You can see affixes are on. We have rarities are set, so if I drop this, you can see we got some fancy loot beams. Can I just go through the, that's weird. Loot beam's not working. Oh well. It definitely was working. I don't know what's going on there. I think those shield clip through the ground. It tends to do that. Yeah, there we go. So that's the rare loop beam. You'll notice it's a little bit more. It's got a little bit more effect to it than just the standard white loop beam. All right, boy. I have more attack now with the sword equipped. Oh, you can't come down here anyway. So I win. There we go. If I hit G, no, F, pulls my companion out. The companion will follow you and run ahead to offer lighting. Obviously, you should still be able to see these shadows during the day. That's an issue that needed to get fixed. But at night, it will get night. The time is passing. I think every I have it set to about a half hour for the day-night cycle. There is a nighttime. Enemies will spawn. The companion will kind of wander around if you're holding still. He'll just kind of do his own thing. But as soon as you start moving, he takes point. Then if you stop moving, he'll just start wandering. Uh, Yeah, we don't have armor equipping because putting the sword and the shield onto the player's hands and whatnot is easy. So blocking and stuff like that, really easy. Uh the helmet's not too bad. It's harder with the hair. You have to hide the hair mesh and then you can superimpose the helmet over the head. But in the body armor, like a little bit if the body armor is a decent size. Hold on, I'm gonna deal with this guy. There we go. I am leveling up too. You can see I'm gaining experience. I have actual stats like you would expect in an ARPG. Yeah, we have affixes for pretty much all of that as well. Um, Whatever we don't have will be intended to do so. So yeah, we have a pretty good amount of God, man, this aggro in this biome is heavy. Can't even see him. Am I standing on a spawner? Is that why? Yeah, I'm standing near a spawner. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Michael create a cool effect. Ooh, did that dude drop a blue? He did. That's rare. The drop rates are said to be really rare. Also, because it's a crafting survival craft, but also an ARPG, items will not drop until you have crafted it. So we track recipes in two ways. We track recipes that you've discovered, and you discover recipes after you've discovered all the ingredients for that recipe. Like, let's say a recipe requires wood and stone. The first time you collect stone, you'll discover that ingredient. That does not yet unlock recipes unless the recipe only takes stone. But then the first time you collect wood and you discover that recipe, you'll then unlock any recipes that require only wood and stone, obviously. So once you've discovered the recipe, you have the option to craft it. Um, Items of that recipe, like let's take the wooden sword for example. Let's say that you have not discovered the wooden sword recipe yet, or let's say that you've discovered it but you haven't crafted it yet. Wooden swords will not drop for you off of enemies of any rarity, not even common. They will not drop until you have crafted it. So you're required to craft it until they drop. Before they drop. See, it's nighttime. At nighttime, we have spawners set also to have night spawn. So we get some skeletons that now and night wraiths that will spawn at night that you will only see at night, and they basically despawn at dawn. So nighttime's more dangerous. This is one of them right here. He's a daytime enemy, but these skeletons you see are nighttime enemies. If I run around, I'll probably find another. And you can see it's like impossible to see without the your spirit. Get out of here, hold on. Try to lose the aggro. We got sprinting running. Something is shooting me. Where'd my spirit go? He gets stuck? I think he got stuck on a tree or something. He's supposed to automatically teleport to you if he gets too far away. Uh, I'm going to have to rewrite all that code in C++ anyway, so I don't know. At any rate, you get the point. That's pretty much what we got so far. Everything is saved, so my inventory would still be there when I came back. Any modifications I made to the train should still be there. With the exception of the foliage, I can't get the voxel plugin to save properly the foliage and restore it properly. Uh, but I am using the legacy version, so we're going to move to the 2.0. They're not on a full release yet, but they're on a preview release, and it seems like in the Discord a lot of people are using that. The devs have also self-admitted that they don't really remember much of 1.2, so documentation and support for that is a little fuzzy. So it looks like it's full steam ahead for the 2.0 version, so we're going to end up using that. We're also going to end up using the Fluid Flux plugin eventually when we're ready to handle water generation around the world. Right now I'm just using standard water bodies to test. If we go over to, for example, my third person map, which was my first test ground here, basically bypasses the main menu. We use this for testing. That's not supposed to be like that. That's weird. Yeah, something is off. Hold on. The water level should not have been where it was at. Oh, now it's normal. Needed time to load. There we go. Now it looks normal. Okay. Sky has no stamina. Also has no attack combos. Don't hit me. Alright. Yep, so if we jump in the water, we do have water traversal already working. You basically kind of sink slowly. If you had items on you and your weight was increased, you would sink faster. Uh, I drowned. You have a breath bar. I didn't get to show you because I just drowned already. I'm going to go on this side to avoid the skeleton. Also, I have a kraken in here somewhere that would be fun to look at, I think, if I'm not mistaken. My breath bar's in the top right. You can see it counting down. Oh, yeah, there's the kraken. I'm not going to be able to get to him because I don't have enough breath. He's pretty deep, but he's also huge. He's further away than he looks because he's like 6 times my size. Uh, so yeah, but we got underwater working generally as well. You can do combat and stuff in there. It needs some refinement, but it's generally functional. Enemies, however, do not work in the water. Pathing in Unreal only works on the ground. Uh, Technically in the water, I could just have it move in a straight line, probably, but I mean, that's in open water, and we do want to have, like, as you can see, if you had got to the ground level, there are cliffs and stuff that it could run into, so it's not quite that simple. We'll either get a plug-in for pathfinding in air and water, or have to write some custom logic for it. Anyway, um, I need the companion. I already have the main menu ported over, but I need the companion from this project. So we're going to move that over, and then we're going to get to work and see if we can get the main menu going in the new project with the new models and everything. And then we can customize it, make full use of it. Uh, where the hell did I put it? I feel like we probably put it now, so that's right. PC's companion. Yeah, that was it. Okay, so we're gonna migrate. I forgot you guys cannot see these windows. Give me a second. So this is what I'm looking at. So this is the process to migrate stuff from one project to another. More than likely, it is going to break uh, the Niagara effect because it almost always does. Don't need any of that. Said we needed that. Now I'm wondering we should move these over. Just gonna do it anyway. Why not? And then it would be assets, NPCs, and the companion. And then, yep. Of course, that's pretty common. It crashed. Oh, they both crashed? No, just one crashed. It's weird because that window doesn't exist for me that you guys see. That's peculiar. Wait, they both crashed and opened to the same one? No, there we go. Okay. I don't even know what it migrated at this point. I'm just gonna go through that process again. It's probably just gonna crash again. So let's try by just migrating the Niagara folder first. Yeah, it didn't break. Now we'll do just the companion itself. Come on, man. Enemies, icons, items, companion. Got it. Alright. Okay. Okay. There we go. Alright. Back to this project. So now we should have that new folder. That's getting moved though. NPCs is just getting dropped in game files. And then this is getting deleted. Now, does it work? It does not work. Which is the major malfunction? There's no BP third person. Player character. Alright. Cast player character. It's an easy enough fix. Why? Oh, wait. Sorry. So the companion has an error. It's because we were using the BP third person character template in the last project. In this project, we basically recreated it from scratch. I just didn't want any extra clutter that wasn't necessary, so. But this right here should pretty much fix it. We just cast it to what we called the class now for the new one. There we go. Oh, the Niagara effect pulled over. Look at that. Look at that. We'll need to rewrite all of his code, but for now, that works. Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, I don't stream very often, but I wouldn't say it's my first. No, I'm actually a software engineer. I do business systems mostly, but I've been learning Unreal for the past like year and a half. I started out in the last project mostly doing blueprints, but I'm now in the process of redoing that all or mostly into C++. Yeah, I found out that it was faster. I had heard before I started that you should probably use the C++ and not the blueprints, but blueprints were more approachable, so but then I found out the performance difference is dramatic, and I want that, so we're gonna just move it into C++. So I've used C++ in the past, so it's not like I have a stronger version to it. Again, blueprints just felt kind of nicer to work in this environment, but uh, okay. Um, so yeah, so all of this is gonna get moved to C++. I have to recreate this companion class there. Um, we're gonna do the main menu though. So if we, what maps do we have already going? Test map. Okay, cool. Let's rename this to main menu. Where's my rename? Why are you not there? You not rename it the maps, I guess not. Duplicate it. Rip. It's frozen. Uh, it used to be. I don't think it is anymore. Back in the day, you used to have to do your own like garbage collection. Yeah, I don't think so. From the code that I've been writing so far, I've been having ChatGPT help me with it. It kind of lays it out base, and then I just clean it up. But it doesn't look like you have to do garbage collection or anything anymore like you used to have to do. So it looks to be a lot nicer. You'll see some C code here. I can actually show you right now. So then, yesterday we basically moved the movement code, the default third person, the code like when you start a third person project in Unreal and you got your little mannequin that moves around. We basically took that code and we just rewrote it into C yesterday. So this is the same exact thing it does in Blueprints, but this is not doing it in C. And then we make this class Blueprint accessible, and in doing so, we can then call this from the blueprints. So I'm still actually here. I'm still capturing the input events in blueprints, but then this function here that I'm calling in here has now been moved to the C code, which it's going to run faster there. Let's see. So then we're going to rename this one to menu. There we go. Where's our player start? Alright. Player start will be here. Probably not going to need the follow camera, but it shouldn't matter. I'm going to need a new game mode also. Uh, what's the default pawn class? None. Save it. So basically what we're doing right now is the game modes like dictate kind of what happens when you start in Unreal, and because we're doing the main menu, we don't want it to automatically possess the player character because we're going to drop one and show it for the main menu, so it'll switch that when we load in. But we do need one for testing, for like a test map, so we can just get in right away. And on that one, we do want to auto possess the pawn. There we go. Cool. And then the default game mode needs to be primary, which I think it already is, but yeah. And then on the primary, we took off the pawn. No, we put it back. I big dumb. I did the wrong one. This one gets none. Compile, save. This one gets spectator. No. This one gets. Wait, why? God damn it, Unreal. Sometimes if you duplicate an asset off another asset, it gets confused and it keeps the reference so you can see when I edited one, it changed the other. So hopefully that fixed it. So now if I do player character, yeah. So the fix is to go in and do right click on. Typically, you just need the folder above what the stuff is in, but sometimes it's better to go a few up and just do update. Oh, you can't see my right click menu. You right click on it and you do update redirector references, and it'll fix its internal references. Uh, Hold on. Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm sorry, that was Mike. Cool. Um, okay. So we're gonna go there. Good to go there. Good to go there. We will want to. I was possessing the camera before. I was probably doing it in the app. Why did I do it on the game mode? Hold on, let me check the other project really fast. While I'm waiting on that though, I can drop the player character in. Character in. Camera. This is the C camera. This is the last one. We're on. Sorry about the dogs. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure what you mean about the C++ to the C sharp. I will say C sharp is a little bit easier to work in. The syntax looks a little bit cleaner. Um, I would prefer C sharp syntax to C++ syntax, but uh, I'm not sure what you mean by the numbers. Yeah, I won't go anywhere near Unity. They say Unity is the better. Like I've heard, when doing research before I picked up a game engine, uh, like which one should you use, and you'll get a lot of different opinions on it. The general consensus seemed to be though that Unity was better for like indie devs. It was easier to get stuff done in. But with that whole like scandal and stuff they tried to pull with their licensing, last year, or the year I think it was last year, either earlier this year. I don't remember, but uh, yeah, I wouldn't go anywhere near Unity at this point. The per download fee that they were just gonna force their developers into, like if I had been a dev building a game in Unity and they had pushed that through, oh, man, I'd have been mad. It would have been a nightmare. Unreal is really great too about their pricing point. I think it's something like 12%, 5%, somewhere between like 5 to 12%, but not until you hit it's either like 100,000 or like $1 million, and it's like at that point, if your game is doing that well, sure, here's the the 12% or whatever. Let me look it up. Unreal Engine fee. It's 5%, yeah. 5% royalty on revenue over $1 million. So yeah, it's like if my game's making $1 million, 5% royalty for letting me use the engine, that's extremely acceptable. Yep. And the engine's pretty good. I mean, I will admit it's kind of buggy. It crashes like all the time. Uh, Structures, working with structures, especially deeply nested structures in blueprints, is basically undoable. If you start doing that, you will have to convert your structures to C code, C++, if they're deeply nested. Like if you have a structure that has a list or an array of other structures, that structure then has an array of other structures. When you get to about the third level deep, you'll modify one structure and it just completely breaks the whole chain and it doesn't tell you and it just starts throwing weird errors at you and stuff like that. And you have to go hunt it down and then you realize, oh, I changed the structure 2 days ago and now all my shit's broken. It runs into issues, but I'm also working in 5.4, which is, one of the latest versions. I don't think they consider it their latest stable edition, so that's kind of on me for wanting the cutting edge technology. So we just kind of deal with the bugs as they come. My understanding is that moving into C++ will avoid some of that, especially with the structures. Uh, yeah, I saw that. I don't know if I wanted to jump up to 5.5. I need to look more into it. We've been working 5.4 for about 4 or 5 months now. If you go back, I'll put this stream on YouTube. I don't know how long you guys are in here, but if you go back, I showed off the other project at the start of the stream. We have a good bit of work done already in 5.4, um, although a lot of that's got to get recreated in C code. So I'm not necessarily against it, but I need to look into it more. 5.4 crashes a lot. I don't know how I'd feel about 5.5. No, I basically stream on Twitch first, and then I just export it over to YouTube as a recorded video later. Same name though, like on both sides. We have some gaming videos over there too, and I have some like JavaScript programming and stuff like that up there as well. Second project, which is this one. Yeah, okay, cool. Trying to get it to show the other project. Being weird about it. There we go. Okay. So I need to see what I was doing for main menu here because I forget how I possess the camera and I don't feel like trying to figure that all out again. That is not the camera I'm using. This is the camera I'm using to look at them. Yeah, so we basically just throw the player character in the map, throw the companion, throw a camera, and just look at it, and that's our main menu. We call it camera actor. Am I doing anything on the level blueprint? Yeah, I'm creating the widget, adding it, and then okay, all right. So we'll have to replicate that. Matter of fact, we can just copy this because this doesn't need to be C code. The main menu widget stuff can stay blueprint. It's not gonna matter. Sorry. Does that sound any better? My headset's kind of shit. It's like a $40 Razer headset. Okay. Copy that. We'll want to throw the camera on. It's just camera actor. Usually camera actor. It's fine. So go back to the project. Go into the level blueprint on the menu. Um, some of this is not going to work. We never ended up meeting that. That is fine. That still exists. That is fine. What is this doing? Oh, it's setting the view to the. Okay, we're basically possessing the camera. This might not be necessary because I have the controls in a component now. Oh, you know what? It is on it though. Uh, yeah, let's just keep it and we'll rip it off if needed. I'm not sure what that is, Ryder. Let me look it up. Oh, it's an IDE. Oh, nice. It's JetBrains too. I use WebStorm for my professional work. Interesting. So we don't have to use Visual Studio Code then. That would be pretty awesome. I might be grabbing that later. Alright, cool. So now we need a camera actor. Camera actor. So camera. Probably just this one. Oh, there we go. Where'd it go? It's in the ground. Pull it out. Pull it out. Rotate it. Once we get the voxel, we're gonna have to adjust it anyway, so I probably don't have to try too hard. I'll just try to replicate roughly what I had before. The flat ground for now. Yeah, sure, that should be fine. As long as you still possess the camera, don't worry about it. Obviously, we're gonna have to clean all this up. There's a lot more options that are gonna have to get dropped in here too. Hairstyle, hair color, eye color, body type stays the same, tattoos, and then I think the face, the head can be changed with the kit that we got. All right. Let's bring the camera back some though. Maybe forward a little bit. And then rotate it. Bring it over some. I think that actually should have been the other way around. Yeah, there we go. We don't want to be able to see the companion also. They're going to be on the other side of the screen. Bring it up some. see the head and face doesn't change it. Lower part doesn't matter too much. Hold on, booting up. Oh, okay, you guys are still talking about the editor. Yeah, I mean, I own I bought a license to WebStorm a few years back, and when you buy the license for the year, you get a copy for that year. You don't get the new editions, but their pricing isn't too bad. It was like 126, and I literally have not even updated it because I haven't had to. I imagine this is probably on a similar plan or something. All right, we need to drop the companion in. I cannot see him. Just get closer to the hero, character, whatever. Like a box on, move to the right a slight bit. I think it'll probably be good. Why? Why do we not see it? Uh-oh. Let's skip the widget for a second. Let's move the other code in a second. Yeah, no, we can't. We're not doing anything. Where is the companion? It has a mesh by default, right? Weird. What's it got going on its begin play? Just the bobbing. Let's take that off and see if it matters. Nope. Rip. What the? Even if the Niagara doesn't come through, which it does in the viewport just fine, so there's no reason it shouldn't. Auto activates. It's visible. It's not hidden in game. Okay. Let's see. This is it. That's all we need to do. We can start in the main menu. I don't think the widget unload does anything to the companion, but the character might want it loaded. Yeah, let's check the player character. Right. Blueprint. Yeah, okay. And it would have been when he got loaded then, right? which we've been on the save game. Where the hell am I setting the freaking companion? When you hit F, it loads it out, so it would actually probably be wherever I created a component for it. That's what it was. So then on my main menu, though, this is not interesting. And do that to this one. I did. Alright, whatever. I'm a dummy. Okay, so that is mostly good, I think. Now we just need to get the widget functioning again, and then go from there. Do, 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 do. So I have to get moved. What the fuck? Where'd all this shit come from? Yep. Okay. Is there? Did I do that? So then why did this stay here? Oh well. Delete. That's fine. We will update the references manually. Come on, man. It's not that hard. Really? We're gonna play this game? We apparently are going to play this game. Yes. Fine. We will do this from Windows instead. Delete the whole mapping folder. Gone. No longer exists. Yeah. Okay. That's all good. That's all good. So then we can go back here. Widget menu. That's fine. Okay, why not? Goes back to normal. Pretty sure I can't move around. Let's double check. Yeah, controls don't work. These work. Obviously, this will all have to get rebinded though. Don't need that anymore. Camera, good to go. Good to go. anymore. Yeah, I didn't suspect it would work. Okay. Guardian can stay the same. This whole box pretty much has to go. This can stay. This can stay. All this can stay. I need a lot more options. I'm gonna need a lot more space. What do I need again? I need. It's gonna be hairstyle, hair color, um, head style. The body type's already on there. Skin color, eye color, skin color, the eyes, the skin, the head, the hair, tattoos, and then tattoos. I think that was everything that came with. Let's double check. Beards. Forgot about the beards. Forgot about the eyebrows. All right. Forgot about the mustaches. All right, mustache, beard, eyebrows. Pretty much everything there's. No, not everything there's a match for because these are all armor pieces. Okay, so beard, mustache, eyebrows. That is a lot of options. I gotta fit that all on the screen. I hate doing UI design in Unreal. Maybe it's just because I'm accustomed to doing it in like HTML, CSS, but God, I hate doing it here. Uh, Part of me feels like this should all be in a scale box. That way it grows and shrinks appropriately. I still haven't mastered the UI design in Unreal. Where's my scale box? Okay. Search for panels. And then this is going to end up having to go inside of it. Drag this to here. Side of this. Wow, that got big. No. Also, where did the other wizard go? The hell? Oh, it ditched the color wheel because the color wheel actually came out of the voxel plugin, so we have to add the voxel plugin back in for the color wheel. That is annoying. I don't want to do that right now. So I wanted to add the 2.0 and there was a specific way for doing that. Let's just add the 1.0 back in for now. Or 1.2. Copy from plugin folder, create plugin folder in project root, and paste it. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Nope, let's search it. I don't know why I do it the hard way. Plugin kernel Let's restart now. Where did the window go? Plus, there we go. All right. Uh, we should have that color wheel back now, but I guess we're gonna have to add it back in. You would think Unreal would have come with one color wheel by default, but it does not seem to, at least not one that I found. There we go. Alright. Now this whole thing cannot scale to fit. It has to scale to fit X. Why is that being weird? Stretch direction. Oh, none. It's gonna have to be manually sized. Is this also a scale box? This is also a scale box, yes. So then how do I change its size? Maybe you can't have a scale box with a scale box. Can you change the size of the background blur? Sure cannot. I feel like I'd have to put it in a size box. Well, this is already. Let's try replacing it. Nope. No, yeah, that was not the answer. You wrap it with the size box, can you at least size the size box? That's the. Oh, wait, we wrapped the wrong thing. Interesting. Oh, I hate UI in Unreal. The scale box will scale the content, so that is the proper outer parent. But then how do I size things appropriately within the scale box? Can I size the overlay? No. Can I not size anything? Is it something like this? I don't think so. Ah, it was that. Alright. At least partly. And then from here I can kind of just stack based on size. I probably didn't need to wrap that to begin with. X, but not Y. Yeah, we'll just do one. Let it stretch. I mean, my recommendation would be Unreal, but obviously it would seem biased. I don't trust Unity because of what happened with their pricing model, and there's been some controversy with Godot as well recently, so I don't know like if Godot is going to recover from that or not. Um, their pricing model also, they didn't like have a controversy with the licensing or anything, but I think percentage wise they're still higher than Unreal. And I don't know, Unreal's pretty powerful. It does what it needs to do. Um, I don't find it that difficult to work in. It had some like public relations. I don't really take a stance on what happened, so I don't want to get into the specifics. It's all political, but um, Godot had some public relations issues that caused some controversies, and I heard some of the uh, I can't think of the name now. The investors are pulling out or something like that. I'll just Google it. Um, I didn't keep too up to date on it, but Godot also is kind of heralded for like two-dimensional games more than 3D games. My understanding is that it can do 3D games, but it's primarily 2D. And if I personally, this is just a personal thing, but if I was going to make a purely 2D game, I would probably just do it in straight JavaScript, or I would use a JavaScript 2D library and build it out that way. Just because the environment's more familiar to me, I could make a lot more progress quicker. And for a 2D game, uh, the JavaScript game engine libraries are more than sufficient to pull it off. And then if I was going to go 3D, which I am, I would just use Unreal. Uh, okay, so oh god, we need so many controls right here. I hate UI. This is where I wish I had funding and I could just hire some other developers to do the UI. Focus on some other stuff like the combat. This has to hold a bunch of stuff, and it's going to go all the way down. So I guess we'll start here. We'll need color. We need 3 color wheels at least. Yeah, that's what I heard. That Godot will do 3D, like it can be done, but it's just not designed or as well equipped for that as other engines. From what I hear, I've never really tried it. Um, yeah. Do, 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 do. All right. Guardian options. Since we're going to need something similar for hair, I guess we can just duplicate it and call it hair. Why not? Wait, why is it not in there? It has to have an overlay. Be able to wrap multiple things in it because the scale box in and of itself won't allow that. Alright. So now we can drop that in the overlay, right? Yeah, but actually, so that should probably just be a vertical box then, which will still allow multiple things to get put in it, and then we can control all these hair options. Oh, gotcha. Okay. So Godot, like it was designed with 3D in mind to some degree. It wasn't like an afterthought, but it's just more effort to get it going. Wait, why did that? Weird. Okay, well, these are supposed to be in here. Here we go above Guardian. There we go. All right, now we're starting to get somewhere. Part of me almost wants to make this a grid. I wonder if I can get like hair and hair color should control eyebrow color, but we still need an eyebrow slider. So I wonder if we do hair options this way. Hair options has a background blur. Background blur has a border. Border has a vertical box. What if we replace the vertical box? How much does the community actually commit for Godot? Like I know that it's open source, but is it does it have like a team that generally backs it? I assume it does, right? Because it has a company and stuff behind it. Well, that's a weird concept for an open source. Let's just make it a grid panel. No, wait a minute. We do want a vertical box. Okay, what am I actually going for here? So we should have hair color, which will control eyebrow colors. Then we need a slider for hair and for eyebrows. And that covers basically, let's section them off on my notepad here. So we have hair color, which I think should be on the left, and then on the right should be hairstyle, and then eyebrow style. And maybe head style should be above it. Pick a head style, and then maybe after you pick head style on the right of that should be eye color. Kind of starts to lay out our grid. So that's row one. This is row two. And that'll cover eye color. So if you put eye color with head style, and then we could do skin color, and then within the same row we could do tattoos, since it's both a part of the body effectively, and then beard and mustache can go in a single row because they're kind of related. I feel like mustache first, beard second, just because top to bottom they're not. Eyebrows. Eyebrows has to go in a row. Has to go in a row. Oh wait, I put it in a row already. Right here, eyebrow style. So we're good, right? I think that's everything. Cool. Kiki. Alright, so first row needs a slider. So kind of copy this. Duplicate it. It's a vertical box. The vertical box should stretch out the whole thing. Fill vertically. Okay. And then from there, hair options. Background blur should be head style and eye color. So the border, the vertical box needs to get wrapped with a horizontal box, which would then effectively allow me to duplicate this into here. Let's keep it filled so that it can't go above it. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good, I guess. Just to fill, and I set this one to fill, and then it will. We're good? Yeah, then we're good. Okay, cool. Alright, so here's just head style. So it's just a. Yeah, because we're trying to use some horizontal space as well as vertical space, so that's why we're doing it this way. Alright, so we need a slider, and that's pretty much it. So we ditch the color wheel here. Head type. Yeah, sounds good. And then This does need to be a variable because we're just going to need to control something. Head type. This does not need to fill vertically. That's unnecessary. Probably also necessary here. It's not going to matter, right? So just leave it. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Let's get it functional. We'll come back and make it pretty when we can afford to hire UI dev. Then we ain't got to do it. Let's keep this and this. Did I say AI? I meant UI. If I said AI, I meant UI. Y? Oh, Y. There we go. Okay. Let's give this a little bit of padding, though. Definitely need some padding. It has padding. It needs more padding on the top. There we go. Alright. I don't know how many head types I'm going to have, so we'll fill that in a minute. Let's just get our UI laid out generally, and then we'll loop back around. Yeah, option is cool. So then on the right, it's just color, right? It's just going to be eye color, so we don't need this. And we don't need this. This just needs to say eye color. Reset this to not do the thing. Right. So that's right. Yep, yep. Okay. Well, there's no need for this can shrink. You can all shrink happily. Save some space. That would be great. Cool. Why then do the next ones not just stack up? That's why. Still looks good though. Okay. Head type, eye color. Head style, eye color. Cool. Now the next one's going to be. Let's swap them around. Let's put the sliders on the. All sliders on the left and all color wheels on the right. Okay. So then we go down. Let's duplicate the first one. It makes more sense because it's already. I know those were bound to things, but we're going to have to redo pretty much all these bindings anyway. Cool. Hair options. Hair color. And then we need two of these. So it's got to get duplicated. Duplicate. Okay. This up. Change this to be hairstyle, hair type. Let's do style. We'll do that. That's internal. No one sees that. Head type. Nope, this one will be eyebrow style. Eyebrow style. Rip. There we go. Eyebrow type. It's very cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I know. We'll get there. Alright, hairstyle, eyebrow style. They have the 20 padding. Why does this one look like it does not? It's kind of weird about these. It's not filling out, it's just stacking. Yeah, they all have the same thing. This text is centered. Oh, this text is also centered, but it looks awful. Even though we're going to come back, it still looks awful. That looks slightly less awful. There's just so much padding between here and there. This has padding on the top. That looks less awful, but also I feel like I probably will just do this. Okay, works for me. Eye color, hair color, good. So then these two get swapped around. So we can do all color wheels on the right. Skin color. Let us pick a color on the new model so we can actually make the dude blue, green, whatever. But then there's no black on the color wheels. Do we also need a slider for tint? And how do we wire that up? And also, do we need a color for tattoo? Okay, hold on. Let's see how let's do it really fast. Stylized characters. They have their examples here. But I don't think that's where I'm going to find it. It's going to be on the materials. In the materials, body base. Nope, probably not body base. I think we're using body A. Because we changed the, which is using the body base, but it does skin color, which is just a hex value. Yeah, because this color wheel basically offers the same thing. This just slides this though, right? So this is irrelevant. But this has to be there, otherwise you can't get the full range of colors. So yeah, I'm gonna have to tint the color right out the logic for it. It'll need a tint wheel. Alright. If that is the case though, tattoo I gotta have the same thing, right? Base maps, that's cool. Extras, using that. Tattoos have colors. You can have up to 5 tattoos. I think I'm going to restrict it to 1 for now. I don't want to put in all of these controls. That's too much. Let's stick with 1 tattoo for now. But it does have a color, and the color will be basically the same options the other one does. So it's going to need its own row. Alright. Copy this row. What time is it? I might have to take a break here, guys. Get my turkey going. We'll get back to this after. Let me just get this one down my head really fast. Skin color and skin tint will have to be. You could just put one row with like a tattoo slider and then the tattoo color. That's true. Tattoo color, tattoos, and then do skin color, and then skin tint, and then we have two color wheels, two slider wheels. And I don't think I'm going to do separate color for beards at the moment. I'm just going to use hair color for simplicity. Okay, so head options, hair options, duplicate this. That's fine for now. Rename to, I don't know, body options, I guess. And then this one will be both a color wheel and a color wheel go at the top. And it'll be, we'll rearrange these, skin color. The voxel wheel, which will be, has to be a variable. Let's go back and put them all like that, but that's fine. And then yeah, we delete them and then we duplicate it for the other side. So then skin tint. Let's take off. It doesn't need 20 on the top because it has closely aligns with the color wheel. This needs better padding on the bottom though. Why did they squish in so much, but the other ones didn't? You don't need padding on the bottom technically. Let's save some room just in case. So let's just scrunch. Okay, looks fine. We could probably center this content also here. Probably do the same thing for this one's vertical box, right? I like that less. I don't know. It bothers me. I like that better. Alright, skin color, tint wheel, and then it was tattoo color. Technically, tattoo color is also going to need a tint wheel if we want black tattoos. Poop and monkey. Alright, fine. Tattoo color. Tattoo tint. And we need another slider for the tattoo itself, which also might need another. It bothers me. It throws my design off some, but oh well. Right? Put that in the wrong spot also. Kill me, come on. Alright, tattoo and then another color wheel, we need a slider. Let's put it at the top, it probably look better at the top. Ooh, what happened? Come on, work with me here. Thank you. Alright, tattoo, we got the slider, tattoo color. God, that bothers me, so then I think we can fix that. Like this. Bothers me slightly less. Should the box have padding? Zero padding. I should get these to line up better. Where's that padding coming from? That worked out better. Kind of. At least it aligned it now. It's weird anyway. That should have been like that. Oh, I guess that's now pushing the whole thing, which is just not going to work entirely. And also, this should not be like that. We have to put the padding back here. Nope. Okay, just forget it. I'm just gonna leave it. I don't care. Like, I do care, but I don't care. I don't know. Either way, it looks bad, right? God, that does not look good either. Is these better at auto? Zero padding on the bottom. Does this have padding? No. For whatever reason, it doesn't look consistent, but I guess it doesn't matter. Close enough. I don't know how else to. Maybe more padding on the top. Would that achieve what I feel like I want? Nope. Doesn't really make a difference. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Move on. Leave it alone. Or move tattoo to the bottom. That's the only real options. Doesn't make sense. No, screw it. Just move it to the bottom. To the bottom it goes. And then you go back to aligning to the top. Then you and you both need the same padding. And then you should be equal. You should all have the same padding now. You guys have zero padding. Alright, let's cheat. Copy, paste. Nope, not the whole box. Just hit and paste. There we go. And auto. There we go. We are all symmetrical. Now I do feel like I want more padding on this. Not that it matters, but let's put the padding back for good measure. that went down more than the others. Filters can be 10 because the other boxes are holding better padding now that I changed their fill type. That looks cleaner. Let's copy it onto all of these. So that has 4, 2, 2, 0, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. This one didn't get the 4, 2, 2, 0 treatment. Right. Okay. Just out of curiosity, now that everything's aligned a little bit better, can I move tattoo up because it's still bothering me? No, I cannot. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Alright, now Guardian obviously needs some more room. Because we used up all of our space. Fill. Fill. Is that what these ones were set to? Can I just copy the whole thing and just paste the whole thing on it? Yeah, there we go. But then on the inside also, it's different. It's different to the one here. Let's just copy it. Nope, because it's going to be different. I think I changed with this. We don't have a horizontal box, we have a vertical box, so that's irrelevant. This is fill, boom, 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 there is no fill. Rip. Okay, well, flat out just don't have space for that option. Where can we squeeze some things in? If we find head options, first vertical box, and we go into hair options, and we find the first vertical box, we can squeeze these into here, right? Yeah, we could do that. I don't know if that's going to help you much. I can bump skin color up, but that 2 still has to take out this extra row. Gurgur. Plan B. Crap. And I'm thinking maybe we can add an extra row. So like eye color, and then if we take skin color from maybe hair color, let's do hair color. Hair color can move up into this horizontal box. Right, that works out pretty well. And then You can honestly probably just move up now into this next horizontal box if that's what we're going to do. Because then if you throw this up into body options, what's in hair options, anything? We could delete that entirely. Granted, it doesn't quite. And then guardian options is also empty. And then we can size the content. Yeah, that works alright. Slide this bad boy over some. This is kind of annoying. Let's stretch this out. Fill it. There we go. Some of the sliders are a little oblong with, or some of the color wheels are a little oblong with the sliders. That's slightly annoying. If you put them all to fill, I think they will align there, right? Okay, I mean that's better. We're gonna need a little bit more room so we can drag. What are you doing? Don't do that. Do that. No, I will murder you. You will die. Oh, because it's sizing the content. Content's supposed to size, so this isn't the whole point of a scale box. Yeah, that's why we do the fill, right? Rip. Now I don't even want to do that no more. I broke it. Yeah, scale to fit. That's what I want. So then we can kind of just work this out here. Actually, if we do none, we size the content. Can we just probably just lower the font size here, right? Do 28 for all the fonts, just to, I hate that they look different. Everything still fits in, right? I think we can probably add some additional padding. They all have the same padding. No. Right should be 4 and all of them should be 4 and all of them. That looks good. Alright, let's run it and see what we got. Project settings. Maps and modes, and the default map, startup map needs to be the main menu from now on. I'm not going to deal with that other map anymore. Let's kill the other project. I don't have the Mustachian beard in yet. Oh, I forgot about the Mustachian beard. Jeez, that's a lot. That's a lot. as it shrinks, it's going to have problems on smaller screen resolutions. Ah, it's all going to need another pass at some other point. We'll worry about that later. At the very least, this covers. Can Agri Effect have black smoke? That wouldn't make sense, right? Or gray. That's why we don't have a tint slider for that one. This bothers me a little bit. Let's see, what if we were to do this? Move the tattoo to the top. I don't know why it chooses to reverse that direction, but okay. And we probably don't even need the word color, like you get that it's the color. I think we'll have to have a tint wheel, obviously. Put 0 for that. Also 0 for this one. I remember why I did that now. And then if that's the case, we have to go 0 for this one. Change the tattoo, change the tattoo color. Makes sense. That looks better at least. And then this one, so it'll go here. This will go here. Yeah, and then we can just, obviously, this is for Guardian color, like, that's a give me. Take off the padding so that it will... Wait. Why'd that go weird all of a sudden? This was set auto. Okay. Yep. Nope. There we go. Although, nope, sorry. We fill, and then we could align this to the bottom, and then if we do the same thing over here, could we not then... Nope, it's got to be filled, but the things in it can get aligned to the bottom, right? Weird. Why does it not push down? Gurgur. Oh, no, that just looks worse. So let's just go back to what it was at. Yeah, that works. I hate that this is like weird like this, but I don't know what else to do about it. Take the padding off, though. The padding is off because why are these different again? Whatever, I'll just do it manually. And then we'll be good, right? And then this is the same. They don't look like they're lined up the same, though. They're not. You did something. You did something you shouldn't have done. The vertical boxes are not the same now. Haha, I fix. Let's just fill it out vertically. Let's just fill this one out vertically. And this one as well. That is so annoying. Okay, if we align this stuff to the bottom, that makes that all look good. But then I can't get this to align to the top because it's just weird. So we can't do that. Yep, nope. Oh, that looks freaking awful. Not happening. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Also looks awful, but slightly less so at least. Could move the tint color up above, but then it's gonna be weird because this one's also up above. This controls the tattoo, this controls the tint, this controls the tint, this controls the mask, but there is no tint. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let's just leave it. It works for now. Why do these also feel different? They don't feel like they're in the same spot when I started up. But they are. Alright. Oh, we still need sliders for beard and eyebrows. I bet we can fit it in over here so I don't have to. Let's see. Boom and boom. Eyebrows. And this one is beard. This is a beard type. Can we scrunch these in more? Because then these don't fill up. Could move the hair slider in with hair color. Make it look like these. You could put hair down below because it would have a matching slider, right? So if we duplicate this one, hide that one for now, and then we make this one just say hair. You can then take the hair slider, move that down to here. Call this hair color. We have hair color here, so we'll just bring that down as well. And hair color would have to have its own tint wheel as well, which it does. We call this hair tint. Hair tint, hair type, hair color. There we go. What? All right. Noise. And now at least these are all lined up. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, which one's? So then this one needs to come up to tattoo options. No, tattoo stays there. It's not tattoo that needs to move. It was the skin color one. So then this needs to come up to the other horizontal box. We delete this one entirely. And the hidden one comes up to here, gets unhidden. Then we have skin color. Skin color can now stretch. And that makes sense. Eye color. Eye color actually is probably going to need a tint wheel too. Otherwise, don't do black eyes. Skin color, skin tint. All this eye color. Please stop that. Is a variable. Skin color is a variable. Hair color is a variable. Tattoo color is a variable. Voxel wheel. Companion color is a variable. This is tattoo tint variable. Hair tint variable. Guardian mask variable. Tattoo variable. Hair type variable. Tattoo is called type for measure. Skin tint, skin color, eye color, we need eye tint. Copy. Tint. Go. So beard type. Eyebrows type. Wait. Why do we have that twice? Because one of them was supposed to be mustache. Mustache. And mustache type. And that's eyebrow type. Eyebrows. Cool. Beard type. Cool. Head type. Cool. Alright. Yeah, I think that's actually everything now, right? It's quite a bit compact space. I like. Let's make it move it to a better spot. Okay, works for me. Up one, over one. Try that. Close enough. Cool. This shouldn't even be there. What is this doing? Weird. Okay. Alright. That pretty much sets us up for later. We'll make all this function when we get back. This does nothing right. It's not wired up. Okay. Yeah, we'll make it all functional later. Oh, wait, you can't see it, can you? Play and selected viewport. There we go. Sorry. Uh, cool. So slice it all out, and then we'll make it all function. I feel like there should be some segregation here, but Oh well. I could probably put something. It's a vertical box, right? Let's put some kind of line in the border. Right in the middle. Fill it. Oh no, whatever. It's not bad. Let's do a 4. Oh, that needs to get wrapped with a background blur like these have. And the background blur needs to get copied, which is a blur strength of 5. Blur strength of 5. Wait, that's not enough either because, interesting. Could just gap it. Could just gap it. I wonder how that looks, just gap like that. Really, really bad. Really bad. And that thing still showed up. The border still showed up. Well, the background blur has to be wrapped with some type of other thing, right? Like another border to get the, okay, so we'll have 0 padding. We'll fill it, 0 padding. Color and content needs to be somewhere in here. We had another border within this. Crap, didn't want to do that. My bad, my bad. It would have been here. Brush, copy the brush. There we go. That has the same kind of. No, it needs to be much darker. Also not quite right. Point 9. It's not quite in there. 0.95. That looks close. Close enough anyway. Where'd the other border go? Oh, we did the wrong one, that's why. Rip. There we go. This one actually needs to just be 4 alpha. Actually, let's make that yellow color I'm using for this. Makes more sense that way. There we go. And then padding 4, 5, 7. Let's make a gray box. That doesn't look good. Not white, because white indicates like the slider. Internal content 2, which is in the line outside, right? see how that looks. Not bad. Not great. Colors of these making like really solid black. Barely visible. That looks good. That's good. Alright. That's everything. We're gonna call it there for right now, guys. We'll be back at some point later.